All right, let's let them in.
Where y'all at? Magic, where you at? Moya, where you at? There y'all go.
I'm her man. Let me change up my name.
Alrighty, let's go. Grand Rising family, how y'all doing? Grand Rising, cameras on, family, cameras on. How we doing this AM? King Tabari, how you doing? Dominique, how you doing? Paris, how you doing? We got that baby you back. Michael, King Michael, you gonna change that name today? Siren Red. Okay, I like that name. What's going on, family? If you could turn your cameras on, please do. Grand Rising to everybody. I've never seen a 18453. We got the feds in the building, y'all. Shh. What's going on this morning? Grand Rising, everybody. How y'all doing back there? Who is still in the bed? Queen, what is you doing? Because you is making me want to get right back in the bed. If you don't stop playing with me this morning. How you doing, beautiful?
For 16.
I know you are, but I'm so glad that you are on this call with us this morning. Let our cousins know we are live. We are live. Let the family know we are live. How y'all doing this beautiful AM? We got to get some energy going in here. Y'all are way too quiet. We are so used to having a lot of energy going on. So I'm going to ask everybody to unmute their mics. This is day 2 of your challenge. I need everybody to unmute their mics. Let's get some energy going on this beautiful day. Grand Rising.
Yo, let's get it, let's get it, let's go. Let's go.
Great morning,
Let's go, family.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go, y'all.
Let's go.
Grand Rising, everybody.
Let's go.
Oh, all right, y'all. So who did the homework? One person, somebody. Come talk to me. Anybody do the homework? I see a shaking of the head. Most of y'all cameras is not on. Why y'all got me looking at my coaches that I see every day? I want to connect with y'all. I see one person that's in the bed that make me want to get my pillow. I'm going to get my pillow in a minute. Where is everybody else at? Mr. Chicago, that's what I'm talking about. How you doing? And I think you got a pillow in your hand, and I just talked about a pillow. Michael, King, what's going on with you, King? How is everybody doing? Did anybody do the homework? Anybody?
I did. I did reach out to the nonprofit guy though this morning. I didn't receive anything back, but I can't do nothing with no nonprofit if I don't start with the first step with the LLC. So I did say something to Anthony about that earlier. Like everybody's not on the same like page with like where they're at. You got some that's like in a basic of trying to figure this out, and you got some that's already in the middle, and then you got some that's like really, trying to figure it out. So it's like everybody's learning is like all over the place. I very much was lost yesterday for 2 hours.
I got you, Queen. I understand that. And I'm gonna let work out handle that. He got you good on that one. But what about y'all accountability homework? Did anybody do that? Have y'all forgotten about that part? Oh yeah, who that? Don't get your eyes all big over there, Mr. King Michael A. I see it. I seen you. No, y'all forgot about that part. We done came up in here and poured our hearts out to y'all. Everybody like accountability. What? What happened, y'all? All right, listen, we're going to have to do better. Did anybody do the Cash App play? Did anybody try to run that Cash App play to get some money? Man, y'all playing. Look, listen.
I did first day, and I set up here and I posted. I ain't get no response back.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to find out who that was. So today is about moving with speed. And I guess we really need to talk about that because y'all just not doing that. Y'all are not moving with speed, but we're going to speed up this process because we need to bring up the man of the hour at this time. Okay, y'all already know that mindset mogul. He is the absolute truth. Okay, Mr. Sean Crewmay. He is that best-selling author of Becoming More Effective in Less Time. Jasmine, stop playing with me this AM. Don't you do that. He is also a real estate guru. He is the founder of the Love Plus app and the co-founder of the Mailbox Millionaires Academy. If you haven't heard about it, you might want to look into that. However, in the meantime and all in between time, we are definitely about to get our minds aligned with our Mindset Mogul crew. So I need everybody to take yourselves off mute at this time Move with speed, please, my family. Let's get it going. And let's
Let's
give it
get
up
it.
for the
Let's
man of
go.
the
Let's
hour,
go.
please.
Let's
Let's
go.
get
Let's
it,
go.
Marcel.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's
Oh,
go.
let's
Move
go.
out.
Let's
All right,
go. Let's
fam.
get it.
Where you at
Go.
in the world?
That's your mindset.
Let's
Let's
go.
Let's get
go.
there. Let's get it. Let's
Let's
get it.
go. Let's get it. Let's go. Come through.
What's up? What's up? How we feeling today? How we feeling? What's the word? Give us some words of encouragement. How we feeling? Let us know how we feeling today. What's going on? I want y'all to come up with mute. I want y'all to come up with mute. I want to know how you feeling. I want to know what's going on. I want to know how you feel.
Gratitude, peace.
I'm
peace,
feeling excited.
gratitude.
Energetic. Halfway.
Who said energetic?
Who said halfway, man? Who said?
In the bed though. Energetic in the bed.
Who's that? That's Charlie. Charlie, what you doing in the bed?
Yes,
I'm just getting off at 7:30, and I had a meeting at 6 o'clock to like 7:45, and now I'm with y'all, and I'm gotta move it because I gotta be back to work at 3 o'clock.
Right. So here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Right now, some of you might be in what we call your growth season. If you're in your growth season, put me in the chat. Like literally what you're going through, right, is going to help you get to where you want to be. It's going to help you get to where you want to be. First of all, I want to say grand rising, great blessings. What's up, Julian? How you feeling, Julian? How we feeling today?
We good. All right.
Good. We zenned out. We zen. We focused.
I just got some stresses on my mind right now. Just
what's going on?
Just trying to. It's just I had recently like my job cut my hours. And I've been kind of struggling on bills, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's me, my girl, and 3 kids, and we got rent and shit. So you know what I mean? It's just hard right now. I'm just trying to make ends meet right now. I'm trying to come up with a play in my head right now, but it just seems like everywhere I go is just like a wall right now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to like keep my head like stay positive and stuff, but it just, I don't know, it just feel like a nightmare right now.
First of all, can I have Sunshine respond to this? I want to send you a lot of love, brother. Everybody send some love in the chat, but I want Sunshine to be able to respond to this really fast. Go ahead, Sunshine.
I was just actually sending you some love and light in the chat, King. I understand how it could feel to be overwhelmed, and you're trying to take 10 steps forward right now. And it feels like what for you, King? How does it feel for you right now?
It just, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like, it feels like so hard to be a man because it's like, it just feel like a weight on my shoulders because it's like you expected to be a provider, and I've been there, but it's just like, it feel like it's being stripped from me. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I ain't never felt this before. Now, like, I know what my dad was talking about when he was around. Rest in peace to my dad, but it's just hard right now. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep my head up. Just trying.
Stop trying, King. Foremost, stop trying. Stop trying because you're doing it. And you made a decision. And you are investing in yourself right now. And sometimes when we make a decision to get really focused, life just seems to get more difficult. But a lot of the times, the blessing and the reward is on the other side of that. Don't slow down and don't stop. Stay focused. You came into this program for a reason. You have the mission. Don't let what's taking place knock you off your course. You're all king. You're all king. Stand in your square. You got this. It's going to get difficult, but stay focused on your vision, because on the other side of that is all the goals that you've put in front of yourself. You know what you want. What is coming at you is trying to knock you off your square. Stand in your power and walk in it and know that it's going to be okay. You have had difficult days before this.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And you made it through those, right?
Yeah.
So you
I got shot.
Wow. And you made it through that. And look at that golden smile you got.
Yeah.
You made it through that. So I want you to know and trust that you're going to make it through these two. It's difficult, and I understand that. You're going to make it through these as well. But don't you dare let what life is handing you right now take you off your course right now. I promise you, stay focused on your goals. You keep moving towards those and everything is going to get better. You're here for a reason.
Yeah.
So I want to say this real fast, and the reality of this is that success comes right after disruption.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have some disruption in your life, and this goes for everybody here. You're going to have some things that shake and move you, but if it didn't shake and move you, how could it transform you?
Mm.
If it didn't shake and move you, how can you become a new person? How could you move differently?
Yeah.
So when you feel like these roadblocks or these challenges or obstacles that come up, it's not to run away and retreat, it's to make a pivot. We got to make a choice. Everybody put a choice in the chat. Put a choice in the chat. Everybody put a choice in the chat. We have to make a choice. The choice is to decide to become the person that you need to be in order to get what you want. So what does that really mean when you break it down? What it means is this. When that roadblock hits, you got a choice to pivot and go a different direction, or you could retreat, or the last one, you keep banging your head against that wall. For you, it's literally, what do I pivot towards, right? Think about it this way. Work cutting your hours, man. How long are you going to be played with? Like, how long are you going to be played with? How explicit can I be with you right now, King?
Extremely explicit. You'd be
So as a man, how long are you going to be played with the job? The job is going to keep playing, cutting your hours? Like, let me know, how long?
No, not at all. I'm done with that.
So what do you do going forward? How do you take this into your hands and be able to make sure that you can provide for yourself and for your family?
I'm gonna create my own reality and make ends meet. Like, I'm not gonna let them hold me down. It's just the start of it. But definitely I'm gonna bounce back, like, for sure.
100%.
Because like I feel Queen Sunshine, that I got shot. Like, me and my twin brother got shot, and I was supposed to be dead, but like I made it out that. And like after that, my whole mindset changed. It was just like everybody kept saying to me like, you know, I'm here for a reason, because I was supposed to be dead. They said I got shot in my chest. They said like I had like a 7% chance of surviving. So like after that, my whole mindset changed. It was just like I gotta do better, like, instantly, because I'm not even gonna lie, like, from before that time period, like from when I graduated, from I graduated out of high school all the way to that point, I was kind of like just slow, like playing it safe, and just like, you know what I mean? As long as I got, I'm going to school, blasey, blasey, and then just not really taking opportunities. But after that, I just started. That's when I ran into workout, and I heard about them online, and I just was like, yo, what can I lose? I'm already down, so I can only go up. So that's how it was, like, from there. So
100%. Everybody send some love to Julian in the chat if you haven't already. Thank you, Julian. I just want to say this to you as we remove you from the screen. I want you to just know this, King. You are already amazing. You are already the star. You got to go apply that pressure to yourself in a sense of, okay, this life is easy. Like, I heard a lot of your language, and your language saying it's hard, is, this, you're trying. I want you to know that in order for you to get to where you want to be, this has to happen, because otherwise you won't move as fast. Like, these things have to happen to you, because what happens is, and this goes for everybody, what happens is in life, you get opportunities to move freely. And when you don't move, sometimes life has to move on to you. Life has to move on to you, because if you do not push, how are you going to get there? So life pushes you in a way, but that's having your back against the wall. Why must we always have our back against the wall? The issue is because every time it's time for us to do something great, our backs are against the wall. So we give up so much energy and we give up so much effort just to push it to the next level. So we're not left in a survival mode, so we can actually thrive. And then what happens is, when we finally get to a point of comfortability, we just release and we rest. Stop resting. We're no longer rested. We got to keep going. Everybody put in the chat, keep going. King, you got to keep going. You're a king for a reason. You're a God for a reason. You are the creator of your reality. Everything will get better, but you cannot hide behind language. You have to use language to your power. Hey, look, I'm looking to start this. I need some assistance. Who can help? Who's doing X, Y, and Z? You got to speak it out. Speak it out. There's probably things that you could partner up with somebody in this room and make money today. Like, that's how fast I want y'all to be able to move when it comes to the speed. All right. Mm-hmm. Once again, everybody send some love to Julian. No problem, Julian. Thank you for just actually coming up here. Danielle, get his Cash App. Get Julian's Cash App. We're gonna send you something in your Cash App, Julian. I know Moya had messaged me. Somebody else, I think Michael, was looking for your Cash App too, but we're gonna send you a Cash App. So look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all playing small. Like, let's be real. You are playing small. If you're playing small, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. Don't play games. Don't play games. You're playing small. The real reality, you don't have time. We said we got 5 days. Now we got what? 4. Tomorrow, what's gonna happen? If we are blessed to see tomorrow, 3, and so on and so forth. What happens? Each day we are losing a day. You're not gaining a day. You're losing a day. You might gain strength. You might gain confidence. This is why you have to. It's not even that you could or you should. You have to be the best version of yourself, because each day you are losing a day that you could be spending in the best version of yourself, living the best life that you could ever create. Think about it this way. Would you like to work all your life, get to 60 years old or 50 years young or whatever it is, and then now you can live your life? Or when you get to 75 or when you get to 65 and you retire and you only got about 10 more years according to stats based upon what you're eating and what you're watching, do you want that life, or do you want the most powerful life that you can have? If you're already 40, 50, do you want 30 years of your life back? Do you want to be in the space where you're winning? Is this your winning season? If 2024 is going to be your $1 million year, I need y'all to drop the money bag emoji in the chat. If 2024 is going to be your $1 million year, you're going to break generational curses. You're going to transform your life. You're going to take that next step. You'll be the first millionaire in your family. I want to know. The reason why I want to know, and I want you to put as many money bags as you can. If you put 1 or 2, then you ain't really serious. You're just curious. If you fill that whole chat up with money bags, I know you're ready for it. I know you're ready for it. Because before you can get your money right, you got to get your mind right. Like, this is the space to be at. See, when we created this challenge for you, this challenge is to help you access your properties utilizing business funding. So it's not even about the money that you got in your pocket. It's not even about that. It's using OPP, NOPM, and what else we got? We are also using strategic partnerships to do what? Become more effective in less time, right? So how are we doing this? We want to solve other people's problems and using our people's money to be able to maneuver and facilitate deals. What can be somebody else's problem? Somebody wants to get off of their house. Somebody does not want this house. They want to move. They maybe have a wife. They maybe have a husband. They may have a divorce, and they got to sell the assets. You know, the thing is this: you got to find the problem. Once you find the problem, you solve the problem. Guess what? Your problems become solved. This is how you get to the bag fast. When we talk about moving with speed, we talk about leveraging capital partners. Why? Because you don't need to use your own money. The money you're circulating around, how many dollars you put into this world? You probably put millions of dollars already into this world. You probably circulated millions of dollars already in your community. So what I want to do right now is this, y'all. I want us to do what we call a thinkitation meditation, right? It's going to start off with a little bit of thinkitation, then it's going to dive into a meditation. Thinkitation is usually when you're just doing an activity, but you're actually thinking and your body is on autopilot. So when you're driving around, I know y'all do this a lot. Unfortunately, I know like driving cars could be very dangerous, but most of you are utilizing thinkitation while you're driving. You'll be on the car, driving, sitting down, you might be thinking of some stuff. You're driving still, you're still looking, but you're thinking about something else. You might be brushing your teeth And you might be doing it because you know you got to do at least 2 minutes. So you just think it. Now you start thinking about other stuff, right? It's thinkitation. And these tactics allow a person to use the quantum world to maneuver and get ahead. What do I mean when I say quantum world maneuver to get ahead? What I mean is that the reality starts in your mind. Every single thing that has come into this earth, made by a man or woman, has been created in the mind first. So when we talk about moving with speed, the money is already yours. When we talk about going to the capital partners, we talk about FHA loans, the money is already yours. Somebody say the money is already mine. Who got access to some cash yesterday or some credit yesterday? Who got access? Put me in the chat, you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you learned something that was gonna help you out. Put a 2 in the chat if you still need some more, right? So I want everybody to drop their money goals in the chat. I want you to drop your money goals. Why do I want you to drop your money goals? Because I want you to think bigger. I want you to think higher. I want you to see it. I want you to be in a space where you're getting results in real time. Results in real time. Drop your money goals in the chat. Drop your money goals in the chat. Drop your money goals in the chat. And once again, look, I don't want to be talking at you. I want to talk and build with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring people up. But first, we're going to do the thinkitation meditation. I need to know where your goals are, though. Where are your goals? So that way I can give you the best meditation. How much money do you want to create? How much money do you want to collect? Where at? Like, is it in a day? Is it in a week? Is it in a month? Look, I need a real number. Billions are great, but come on. When you say billions, Michael, you're not going to believe it. It's all about creating these small wins that get the big gains. That's all it is. So you have to be able to see yourself first, getting the small win that leads to the big gain. Remember when I think I mentioned this to you, like when I had my very first four-figure day, it was only $1,000, but it was a small win that made me see the bigger picture, because prior to that, I was getting 3-figure days. Right? Don't get me wrong. I'm an entrepreneur. So it's like, hey, this is great. But at the same time, I know that there's more. I'm doing videos and photography for artists and any other creatives. And I would only charge them about $250, sometimes $500. And when I charged $500, that was a big win. But then one day I was like, nah, how do we get more? Then we got to do bigger jobs. So we went and we shot a video for Pepsi. Pepsi guy, the rep, he said only $1,000. He wrote that thing quick. That's when I realized, damn, it's Pepsi. They have a budget for this stuff. They have a budget for this stuff. Say it again. They have a budget for this stuff. So anything that you want is already there. You have to know how to extrapolate it. You have to know how to take it. And utilizing your mind, jumping into the quantum world, allows you to see it before it happens. And then you can go and take it. So close your eyes right now. Everybody close your eyes. Can you still see? When I say cat, if I say apple, if I say light, you start thinking of these things. Can you still see with your eyes closed? So your eyes are not for seeing. It's your mind. It's just the portal that your eyes give you, the portal to see these things in this reality, but you don't need eyes to see. You need your mind to see. You need your mind to see. Right. I like that, Apple Lane. That was good. Like, and that's another tactic I'll teach later. But right now, I'm saying this. Everybody, I see your goals in the chat, but I want you to think higher. I want you to think bigger. Go higher. Everybody go higher. What do you want to make in a day? What do you want to create in a month? What do you want in a year? Like, and the thing is, I do want to remove ourselves from the ideology of the year, because the year is what's causing us to be behind. What do you mean by that, crew? The year is actually, like, when you say 1 year, think about the number 1. Does one rep sound difficult? Like, if you're in the gym and you do 1 bicep curl, does that sound difficult? To some of y'all, yeah, y'all like, I don't want it. Like, yeah, I know it's difficult to even get you to the gym, but is 1 rep difficult? Put the answer in the chat, and I don't want to be sitting up here talking to myself. So, like, what's up? Is 1 rep difficult? Is eating 1 meal difficult? Is having one bite difficult? So 1 is not difficult, right? So 1 naturally is just not difficult. So when you hear 1 year, when you think about a baby, do you think that the baby has a lot of experience because they're a 1-year-old child? Automatically, you probably say no, right? It's the same thing when it comes to us. We don't think that a year is a big deal. But in reality, it's 365 days. Okay, how many minutes then went by? How many hours? Forget that. How many hours then went by? So, you know what? How many hours in a week? Can somebody tell me how many hours in a week? 100 and what? How many hours in a week? 160 what? How many hours in a week? How many hours in a week, y'all? I need to know. How many hours in a week? How many hours in a week? Right. So you mean to tell me out of 168 hours, if you just could do if you could do 7 hours a week, 1 hour a day, you mean to tell me out of 168 hours, you don't have 7 hours to work on your business, to make your dreams come to reality? Because I live in a reality that can be somebody else's dream. So what does that mean? That means that even on your worst day, you probably live somebody's best day. I want everybody to put that in the chat. On my worst day, I live somebody's best day. I just want you to understand where you're at in life. Like your problems that you think that is so grand and so drastic, there might be somebody else with worse problems. There might be somebody else. And the thing about it, it's not even about comparison. It's understanding to have the attitude of gratitude.
Man, preach this morning.
100%. It's the attitude of gratitude. Because on your worst day, you will live like somebody on their best day. So please understand, when you start to operate with this gratitude attitude, it changes your altitude. So that way you go higher, you think bigger, but guess what? You actually get it. Yo, I went from making that. The craziest thing is that I went from $7.20 per hour. I worked at Jamba Juice. I worked there for 3 days. It was the most intense thing I've ever done. And I quit in 3 days. The craziest thing is that when I quit, they must have knew I quit because neither one of us reached out to each other. I got my check in the mail. My check was $52. I worked 3 days and I got $52. Now I could literally work, let's say, let's put a number on it, 12 days and make $50,000. Like, which one would you choose? Like, let me know in the chat. Which one would you choose? Would you choose the $7.20 an hour? Would you choose that? So I don't think so, right? Let's think higher. This is what I've done. This is what I've done in order to think higher. Meditation, thinkitation. So right now, everybody, I need you to breathe, right? First of all, let me get everybody's consent. Can we do the meditation? If we can do the meditation, somebody say go ahead in the chat. Somebody write go ahead in the chat. Somebody say go ahead. Because this meditation right here will allow you to have a breakthrough. This meditation right here would allow you to take your life to the next level. Why? Because you're going to see something in yourself. All of this information is preparing you for the setup for class tonight. All the information is preparing you for the setup for the rest of your life so you can live the best of your life. So if I can I have everybody breathe in deeply? Inhale through your nostrils until your lungs are at capacity. Just hold it. Slowly release through the mouth. Finish the remaining air through the nostrils. Just feel how light you just gotten, right? Like some of you may be tense. I know we were speaking with Julian, but I want you to know that. Relax, just breathe. Breathing is the health that you need right now. Just notice how light your body feels. One more time, we inhale deeply into the lungs at capacity. Hold. Slowly release through the mouth. Finish the remaining air through the nostrils. I want you to squeeze like a Capri Sun. Squeeze your lungs of all air. Then inhale one more time. Slowly release. Close your eyes. I want you to feel everything that's around you, whether you're sitting in that chair, whether you're standing up, you feel your feet on the ground, whether you're in your office, in your room, on your bed. I want you to feel everything around you. I want you to see everything around you with your eyes closed. If you can see it with your eyes closed, you can have it. You can believe it. You can achieve it. I want you to think about you being so successful. But first, you are getting through what you're going through. I want you to visualize yourself getting through what you're going through. Everything that's happening in your life, I want you to visualize you getting through what you're going through. I want you to visualize yourself thinking higher. I want you to now step into what we call the quantum space, the quantum field, the space of nothingness. So everything that was around you, I want it to disappear one by one until you're completely immersed into nothing but white, just all white around you. We call this space nothingness. If you can get to this space, you can create, you can build freely without things being in your way, without childhood trauma, without disbelief, without people's negative responses and criticism. This is a space of nothingness where you feel at peace. Thinking higher, that's the sign that you see. You see the signs of thinking higher. It's just you in a white space. You're standing in this white space. You have one of your best outfits on. You can't see it though. You just know that you do because you can feel you looking good. You feel yourself looking good. You feel it. But you see the sign. So it's nothingness around you, but the sign is a neon sign that says, think higher. Now, as you walk closer to the sign, the light doesn't get brighter, it gets darker. As the sign gets darker, it disappears. And you're left with just nothingness and the thought of thinking higher. As you look down, you notice a black square. When you step on the black square, everything around you changes. What happens when everything around you changes? You're now put into a simulation where everything you think can now come to life. So what type of relationships do you have with money right now? What type of relationship are you creating with money? I want you to think higher, right? You're in this space now, and maybe you are in your backyard now, right? And this is the backyard of the house of your dreams. Or maybe you're in the town where your house of your dreams or your apartment of your dreams. Maybe you want a condo, whatever it is that you are in the backyard space. The grass, the nature. You can feel everything underneath you, recharging you and energizing you. Look at your relationship with money. Once your relationship with money changed, look at what you have now. See, money was a thing you needed to make ends meet, but now money is a tool used to create more money. Money is a tool used to create more money. Everything you thought about debt, see, you thought debt was a negative. Why? Because people misused your credit, or people misuse people's credit around you. But now you change your relationship with money. And look at what you have. Not only did you change your relationship with money as you walk into that house of your dreams, that condo of your dreams, that space of your dreams, that city. Since you've been thinking higher, what relationship do you have with your body? As you walk into your house, you see the big mirror, and the mirror shows you your new body. What relationship do you have with your body now? Right before, you probably ate a lot of junk. Now you eat healthier and you love it. But what relationship do you have with your mind, your soul? Right? See, now what is life like with a better body? A better mind, better soul. What is life like now? So there's somebody that walks into the room. And that person that walks into the room is your current version. And what is that conversation like between you now being the higher version and that current version? What is this like? What is it like? What's the conversation? What are you saying? What type of emotions are you overcome with? I want you to change perspectives and see it from your current version self and looking at your higher self. I know some of y'all felt that. What was that feeling like? Which kind of person are you being? Are you showing up in big moments that may seem small, right? Are you showing up big in these small moments, or are you shrinking down small during the big ones? Right when I say that, I want you to realize that there was a bunch of people watching you have this conversation with your higher self. What were your feelings like knowing that everybody was watching? But this was a big moment. Why? Because your higher self was sharing something so beautiful. It's different relationship, how they changed their relationship with the body, the mind, the soul, how they changed their relationship with the money. And to your current self, you had to hear that. You had to understand that if you would make those adjustments with relationship to the money, to the body, the mind, the soul, this is the type of life you would have. So are you showing up big in these small moments, or are you shrinking down small during these big moments? It's always the big wins, right, that are created through these small gains. But do you give everything you got? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I want you to really think now, as you transform from that perspective of your current version, listening to your higher version, I want you to now be in the higher version and just have a conversation with your current version alone, without my voice. Just sit and have a conversation without anybody else around, just you two. What is that conversation like? So as you have that conversation, you two sit, and what happens is a big screen appears, and now they're showing you something. Your higher self is showing your current self something. And what if you gave everything you got? So allow my voice to narrate the story that you see on the screen, but you see yourself through these words. Imagine if you gave everything you got. Imagine if you gave 100%. Imagine if you made no more excuses and you had just solutions. What would your life be like? So as you see on the screen, understand that it's playing out the way that you created it. Your life is playing out the way that you created it. What happens if you create solutions over excuses? See, if you are currently broke, aren't you tired of being broke? So the screen is showing you going through and dealing with being broke. Not just broke, but broken. If you can't afford to eat healthier, aren't you tired of eating junk? The screen is just showing you how much junk that you put into your body. The mind is, you really want better, but are you doing better? I know. Some of that junk tastes good. Look at you enjoying it. But look at the guilt on you. It's also bad for you. What other things are you indulged in that seems good in the moment, but it's bad for you long term? Look at the clock. Look at the image on the screen, and it's showing you all the times that you hit the snooze button, saying, I'll do it tomorrow, saying it could wait. But on the screen flashes the words wait, W-A-I-T, and then it has words under it. What is that? As you look closer, it says, what am I thinking? Wait stands for what am I thinking? What am I thinking making excuses? What am I thinking being broken, dealing with it? What am I thinking eating junk and just accepting it? What am I thinking? What am I thinking indulging in things that seem good for the moment, but it's bad long term? What am I thinking hitting that snooze button, thinking that I got tomorrow when I don't? What am I thinking when I say wait? What am I thinking? Your dreams cannot wait. So as you see that screen, you see what must work in your life. What must work? You start to see the things. What must work in your life? Because it has to work. It must work, or it has to work. Either way, it gotta work. What has to be the working thing? What's the non-negotiable? See, because you make rules up and you break them. What's the penalty for your inactivity when you set goals and don't do anything about it? What's the penalty? See, the penalty is the current reality, the current version of yourself that's sitting on the couch, watching yourself, watching your time, watching your life go by. But the highest version understood what was non-negotiable, understood that there's a penalty for inactivity, understood that it must work or it has to work, understood that it was solutions over excuses, understood that showing up small is not an option. Showing up small is a non-negotiable. Being late is a non-negotiable. So now, how do you have this life with this great condo, this great house, this great backyard, this great body? How? How did you get it? No negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is a non-negotiable. Negative language is a non-negotiable. Giving up, retreating back is a non-negotiable. Losing focus is a non-negotiable. Thinking big is a non-negotiable. I'm thinking big or I'm thinking bigger. Discipline and consistency is a non-negotiable. Accountability is a non-negotiable. How did I get to this level? Non-negotiables. As you look on the screen and you see, look at everything that you've ever wanted, all the love, all the appreciation, the way that you feel, the way that you're heard, the way that you're seen. Are you willing to be the one? Because your higher self said, yes, I'm the one. That's why when you was having this conversation, there was a bunch of people looking at you because you can't go anywhere without somebody stopping. You can't go anywhere without somebody loving you. You can't go anywhere without somebody appreciating you. Why? Because you were willing to go the extra mile, willing to do what it takes to create the life you want. See, all of those things I'm showing you right now on the screen of your life. See those things? This year wasn't a setback. All of those things you were going through, this wasn't a setback. The job, the relationship, the kids, this wasn't a setback. This was a setup for your greatest comeback. This was the setup for your greatest step up. This was the setup for the life that you always wanted, because life doesn't go according to plan, but it goes according to vision. This was the setup for the vision. See, sight comes from your eyes, but vision, you got to see that shit with your mind. What's your vision? What is your vision? If your credit is not in the right space, you got to get it in the right space. You got to partner up with somebody. You put them on your LLC. You put them on your operating agreement, and you leverage their credit. It's about strategic partnerships. So look, your higher self didn't do it alone. You don't need good credit. You need good strategy. This whole life is about good strategy, strategic partners. We got to move with speed. We got to move fast with velocity. See, now I want you to see yourself acquiring your very first real estate property with no money down, making 6 figures on your first deal, or making 10K on your first deal, making 20K. I want you to see yourself winning. This is your winning season. 2024 is your winning season. How did you get to this higher version where you got this penthouse, or you got this beautiful house, or you got this property, and you have all of this love, connectivity, financial prosperity? This is your winning season. First, you had to go through your planting stage. That's where you plant the seeds for the garden of your future. Through strategic partnerships, through taking these challenges. So as the conversation comes to a close and you see what is actually possible on the screen, what is possible for you? What can you actually create for yourself and your family? Remember that why that you said back when you joined the challenge? When you joined the landlord challenge? Remember that why? Remember why you did it? Now look at you now. Partnered up with some of the best entrepreneurs in the world. You have ebooks. You have ways to make money without trading your time. In fact, you don't retire from the 9 to 5. You have properties. You have assets. Look at who you are. But who you are, you have to first decide who you wanted to become. See, because most people can't be who they want to be because they're too busy holding on to who they've been. So you have to make a choice. Are you going to choose who you are, or are you going to choose who you want to be? So as your higher self, you look at your younger self and you give your younger self this hug. This is your current version, excuse me. You give your current version this hug, and you hug them. And then what happens from there? We need something to happen. When you hug them, you feel something in your body. You feel what we call the miracle. A miracle is happening. Who's the miracle? Who's the miracle? When it said think higher, what was that? What was that? Who's the miracle? Everything disappears, and now you're left back into this nothingness, this space of nothingness. And this was a wild journey. You done seen so much. You done experienced so much. This was so crazy. But now you have a breakthrough. All of what was shown was based upon your own ability. You are the miracle. You are the star of your movie. You are the MVP of your life. As you sit in that space of nothingness, everything starts to come back to you. That room that you're in, that car that you're in, that space that you're in, that place where you're sitting, that place where you're standing. You can smell what's around you. You can see what's around you. You can feel, touch everything around you. And I want you to come back to the reality that you're on the Landlord Challenge. And I want you to just breathe, because you felt and seen all of that, but you were in two places at once. You were there, but you were really here. But you were really there, but you were here. Which one is the real reality? Because you felt something about it. And I want you to breathe real fast. Everybody inhale deeply to your lungs are at capacity and just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release through the mouth and finish the remaining air through the nostrils. One more time. Inhale deeply. Hold. Slowly release. That was a journey. Please open your eyes, come back to this space where we're on this accountability call. To me, that was one of the most fascinating experiences I've ever had. I felt so many different emotions. This journey was so amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you for allowing us to have this journey. Even though we did it separately, it was the energy that we felt together that made it powerful. And I thank each and every one of you for this experience. This was so moving, so emotional. But I want to know, what did you get from this? Raise your virtual hand if you would love to share, whether you feel emotional, crying, whether you didn't even participate, but you kind of like listened in, whether you got any type of nugget or breakthrough. This is the time, because I'm being so real with you. That was the longest one that we've ever done. That meditation was the longest one that we ever done. But to me, that was the most powerful one. And I think every time I say the same thing is the most powerful, but I think that right there took me somewhere else. So I really would love to know, because that is one of the things that transformed my life, because I realized that this world is really from here. It's based in the mind. It's the physical is just a printout. So what does that really mean, y'all? It means that if this world is a physical printout, that means all I have to do is just stay committed and focused to what's in here, then everything is going to come out on the screen. I said to myself back in 2020, before 2020 even hit, I said, I want to travel. It was actually not even in 2020. This was in 2018 when I was getting ready to retire from my Netflix and Roku joint. And I said, all right, I want to be able to travel. Like that, I want to get paid to travel. I want to get paid to be me. I want to get paid to not only travel, but the work that I'm doing, no disrespect, Netflix is a big company, Roku is a huge company, but am I really impacting people's lives? I'm not. I want to be more influential. I want to be more powerful in other people's lives and show up, because I know for a fact now that this world is temporary. So I want to get everybody, while we still inside these emotions, I don't want to talk you out of the emotions. Raise your virtual hand, 30 seconds or less, and come up and share. Or we just call you out, because I did get some information, some insight. So everybody should. Charlie, you should be raising your hand. Julian, you should be raising your hand. Y'all all should be raising your hand. Who else? Everybody should be raising your hand. So put your virtual hands up. Let's go with Sunshine. Can we open up? You could just give us a brief to bring us right back to that moment. You can give us a little brief how you felt going through this, and then let's call up the first person.
Yeah, this one did hit a little different, and I'm not really sure as to why. Yes, it was emotional for me at this moment. The most impactful moment for me was when that moment of silence of my higher self speaking to my present self. It was that moment of silence. And it was one particular thing that was said that just took me somewhere. And it was the moment when my higher self said to my present self, you didn't have to go through everything that you went through. This was always yours. You endured a lot of pain to get here, but this was always yours. I'm just glad you finally got here. That hit me differently than I think any of these ever have. And so that moment in itself just had me sit in that, because my present moment is really dealing with the reality of the pain that I have endured up until this moment. And it is putting in my mindset at this moment that I don't have to go through everything that I've gone through, but I'm understanding the journey. But most importantly, that everything that I want is already mine. It's just time for me to get there and go get it. Bottom line.
If y'all relate, put Yana in the chat. If you relate, put Yana in the chat. YANA. Sunshine, thank you for that. I appreciate the vulnerability and connectivity. Who's up first?
Up first is Mr. Chicago. Come talk to us, King.
Hey, finally get my guy, Mr. Chicago. There we go.
Hello. Good morning. Good Grand Rising. Grand Rising.
Rising, King.
Okay.
Peace, y'all. I never done anything like this before. I do meditate on my own, but this was totally different. I just felt emotional when you started mentioning, telling me, why do I remember my why? Why am I here? And to me, it's just you know, it just started getting real right there. And after that, everything started disappearing in my room. Like I was in that white space, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling so gratitude right now, so much gratitude, and for finding this program, and thank you so much, and I'm just glad I just met you guys, and I'm ready to give it all my commitment. You know, I'm ready.
Absolutely love it. And I thank you for being vulnerable. I thank you for sharing. I could feel a lot of emotion in there. I want to ask you one more thing before you go. Why was it emotional for you?
When you started mentioning my why, I remember my why. I know my why.
What's your why?
My mother, she's old. I see my mother and my dad used to be a power couple. Said they used to be, because my dad passed away like 4 years ago. So she's alone right now. She doesn't know how to move. You know, she has properties in Mexico, and I'm just trying to do this for her. You know, it's like it's been like on a downhill now. You know, so yeah, I'm just trying to help her out and everybody I can. You know.
Can I be explicit with you?
Please do.
I love what you're doing here, and I love what you're saying, and I can feel you holding back a little emotion. Don't hold back. Let all your emotion go and really step into your power, because you can't do it for your mom. You could do it for you, and by doing it for you, you impact your mom. So I want us to be careful with the language, because doing it for your mom, you're only going to do it when it's convenient for you. Doing it for you, you're going to do it when it say, damn, I got to do this no matter what, because if I don't do this, I can't impact my mom. So I want you to understand that everything that happens in this life is for you. It's happening for you. Now, the other side of it, everything else is happening in somebody else's life is happening for them. So it's not to be concerned with somebody else's life. It's to be concerned with how you show up in everybody else's life, because the way that you show up dictates your life, but the way that you show up helps dictate their life. So when you start to think that it's about you, right? And you step into this place of power where you see that you control your reality. Now you can show up as that superstar son for your mom. Because that's really what she needs. She needs you to show up as a superstar son. Like, you need to be the superstar that she gave birth to. You think that your parents was a power couple, you didn't come out a powerful child, a powerful son? Show your greatness now, King. Do I have your commitment to show your greatness?
Absolutely.
All right. So I want to see you on class. I want to see you raising your hand. Even if you don't know a question, raise your hand and make up a question right there on the spot, right? But get active, be the most valuable participant in your life, King. Got it?
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Everybody send love to Mr. Chicago in the chat. Who's next, Queen? Great stuff, King.
King Julian, come talk to us, King.
Let's bring up Julian. Oh, I just see a black screen. Okay, now I think I see him now. Yeah, just unmute. Let's send him the invite to unmute. So you can just press the unmute button. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I was through the meditation, I was thinking of like just me like chilling like with my girl and watching the kids play like on this big like our back.
Oh, did he go out, or is that me?
It's like we on
Oh,
like, this
Julian,
land and
can you say that again?
like then
Can
like
you
when you
start from the top?
oh, I was saying like I had through the meditation, I was thinking of like my higher self sitting in the backyard with my girl watching our kids playing like in our big backyard, open backyard. And when like when I vision myself walking in, and then when you said like now see like yourself now, and I don't know, it just made me feel like it really like, I really felt that because like all my life I always been like confident and always was like up, like all the things you were saying, I always had that. But after like getting shot and then like going through all that, I had like these new anxieties. Like I take medicine for that every now and then. Like I never had that before. And it's like the trauma. And just seeing like myself as my higher self, like going back to how I used to be, like as far as my mindset to like how I am now, it just like killed me. You know what I'm saying? Like just thinking like that, like how that like what like how the fuck that changed like that, you know what I mean? It's just I mean it was a real experience, but then like seeing my higher self just like showing me like you still got this in you. Like you still got this in you. Like that shit you went through, you survived it, you passed it, and you only go get stronger after that. You know what I mean? And you focus. Like I always been focused. I like the crazy thing is like it wasn't even on no street shit. It was just me fighting, just trying to stick up for a friend. I got shot while fighting. You know what I mean? Um so it's like, I always was focused in my life, but it's just, sometimes bad things happen to good people. So I had, my higher self was just showing me like, You know what I mean? Like all you gotta do, like bring your power back. Just bring that back, and then you can do this. You could do this. You know what I mean?
Let me
It's
ask you a
already in
question,
you.
King. Let me ask you a question here. How explicit can I be with you? Can I be super real? And y'all remember, I know it might sound robotic, but I have to ask for consent. This is the way that psychology works.
Super real.
Okay. So you mentioned like something killed you, right? And I always talk about the power of language. Which things in you have to die to give birth to you reaching your greatest potential, to you accessing all of your knowledge and your awareness to be the person that you've been brought to this earth to be? Like, which things in you cannot serve you any longer? Which things that you have inside must disappear in order to bring forth the true appearance of Julia?
I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Like, I gotta forgive myself for that trauma, because sometimes I felt like it happened because of me, in a way, because I reacted without thinking, like and it led to me and my twin brother getting shot. So it's like I sometimes I blame myself. I gotta let that go. I need to like overcome my anxiety in it. I gotta learn how to like just let it be, because
So hold
I
on,
always got like,
let's hold on, because y'all know what I'm gonna say right now. Real-time results, right? We want real-time results. Okay, just breathe for a moment. Breathe for a moment. Inhale deeply till your lungs are at capacity. Understand that when you're breathing in the guilt, you're breathing in the blame, you're breathing in the trauma. Let it go now. Breathe it out, let it go. Look how much lighter you feel just letting it go. Inhale again, deeply, till your lungs are at capacity. Let go of the trauma. That is a thing of the past. If you keep bringing your past into your present, you have what we call the predictable future. When you have a predictable future, you cannot control what's going on. It's controlled by the perceptions around you. You don't want your life to be controlled by the perceptions around you, because if you're in a community where the perceptions are negative, then that means your life is going to most likely be negative. You have to be around individuals like the people that's in this room on a constant daily basis to unravel your mind out of that state of guilt and put you in a state of gratitude, right? In this state, this thing happens because of environment. Now, you may have made some choices in the past, but those were choices that was in the past. You bring them into the future, they stay into your present, and then it blocks your gifts. You don't want to block your gifts. You want to be able to react, and you also want to be able to act, but you want to use action more than reaction. You understand? So everything that you're dealing with, guilt is a reaction. Feeling blame, that's a reaction. You want to take action. And the action is, okay, I learned from my mistakes. I learned from the things that I had in the past. Now I do X, Y, and Z now. Now I speak up. Now I'm energetic. You got to put more energy behind your voice. Your energy is so low, King, that this energy field that you're creating, you're not going to see abundance. You're going to see little by little shrinkage of your income, shrinkage of your circle. And that's not what I want from you. Pick your energy up. Feel powerful, because you look like power already. So be that power already and let your voice be heard, so that way your energy is felt, and in everything that you want, it comes to you. It gravitates to you, because this world is about attraction through energy. Emotions are just energy in motion. So when we think about it and we make it real, when we think about it and we feel it, we think about it and we understand and understand that this is part of your creation, you change it. And when you change it for your life, you live the life you truly want. The problem is, most of us are sitting on the sidelines waiting for some miracle to happen. The miracle is you. Understand, the miracle is you. You are the miracle. How do I get to that point to understand that? You realize that everything you went through was for a reason. Now you create the reason now. For me, I'm being a mindset mogul. This has always been me. It didn't become me until I said I need a reason when I left Netflix and Roku, because that was just people utilizing my talents, but it wasn't utilizing who I am as a being. And I created what we call possibilities. Everybody write this down. Y'all need to create possibilities. 3 possibilities. Possibilities is what you want to show up in your life. This life is about beautiful experiences. That's what this life is. This is why anybody would love to be a human. Like, life is about beautiful experiences. This is why you love vacation. It's why you love ordering out. It's why you love to be served, because it's about beautiful experiences. Which possibilities can you create? And you understand utilizing it from this challenge is going to give you so many possibilities, because you're going to get access to thousands of dollars. You're going to get access to understand how to attract the property owners that work for you, which is motivated sellers who are ready to give up their property, versus you door knocking on everybody's door trying to see who want to sell. You're going to attract that. What are your possibilities? Who I am is the possibility of. Write that down. Who I am is the possibility of. List those 3 possibilities. Here's my example, and it never wavers. It only gets better. Who I am is the possibility of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. The reason why, because that is what I want to show up in my life. The only way to get that to show up in my life is if I'm the reflection of love. It's so much so, you can see the brand. The brand is all about the love. It's so much so, it's about connection. You see what we're doing right here, right now? It's already 10:35. I'm supposed to be off the call, but it's about the connection. When you see us talking about getting to the bag, that's about the financial prosperity. If we don't get to the bag, I can't help you. Because if I can't help myself, I can't help you. So we have to focus on that. So if you can't help yourself, how you going to help your mom? Right? If you can't help yourself, how you help your family? You gotta help yourself. The way to help yourself is to see that the ancestors have already chosen you. Imagine if we all united like that. Imagine if we all believed that the ancestors chose us and we went out and did some real work in the world. And we went out and transformed our lives to transform other people's lives to have a beautiful experience on this earth. That's what the people that I hang out do. We transform ourselves first, then we transform everything around us. This is that saying that everything I touch turn to gold. I'm telling you, if I'm helping you transform your life right here, right now, in real time, put a 1 in the chat. Don't put a 1 in the chat to try to fluff this up. I'm not asking about that. I'm showing Julian something in real time that I'm walking in my purpose. The fact that I'm walking in my purpose, I live in my paradise. I'm just showing him in real time. Most people think they could just get up here and do what I do. No, I'm a listener. I have to listen for which I've been trained to do these things, to interpret, to be able to give insight, to be able to bring the best out of individuals. This is an art. This is science. You have to go to really study, go deep into the trenches of a human being, like who you are as a person. And the more I got to know myself, the more I got to know everybody else. So I'm sending you a lot of love, Julian. I want you to take this time while we're in the next 5 days and make sure you write down your possibilities. Make sure you understand I have to be in alignment with my assignment to these possibilities. So if my possibilities are love, connectivity, and financial prosperity, I must be loving. Forget about the condition. I must be loving to a person regardless. That's what I want in my life. If to another person, they're not loving to me, it's cool. I don't have to get nasty with them. I could just be loving. Connection. I have to be open to connecting with individuals who I might not even think that was going to help me. That means I need to listen to people. I need to understand that. Everybody has a valid point in their lives. I don't have to listen to everybody. I don't have to listen to anything. But I'm going to listen to the things that work for me, that's in alignment with my assignment and financial prosperity. I'm not going to invest my money in everything, but I'm going to invest my money in anything that's going to bring me back value. Love, connectivity, financial prosperity. Those are my possibilities. If you want to make 4, 5, 6 figures in a day, that's probably something that you want to tap into as far as being your possibilities as well. All right, everybody send some love to Julian. So we get ready to close up. I'm gonna ask Charlie if she want to come up now.
Dominique,
I know Charlie said she laying down. She said, look, but she's sitting up right now, right? So
the Queen
that
had her hand.
meditation now. What you say, Sunshine?
Queen Dominique had her hand up as well. I'm not sure if she still wants to speak.
If we could get 10 more minutes of your time, everybody drop 10 more in the chat. Dominique did have a hand up, and she probably got a little stage fright once I called you up. So Dominique, if you want to come back up, and let's build. And Julian, and anybody who else shared, right? Like, put it in the chat. What happens when you share? Because I know some people are like, damn, I don't really want to come up to share. But Michael, Julian, everybody who's pretty much came up to share, what happens when you come up and share? Like, what happens? I just want y'all to be real about that, because some people probably on the back, like Mr. Chicago, let us know when you came up and you shared, how did it make you feel, like versus holding it inside and thinking about those things? Type it in the chat. All right, go ahead, Charlie. We're gonna bring Charlie up. All right, Charlie, you coming up? Because I'm calling you now. Sunshine, bring her up. Bring her up. Come on.
Come on. Hey, y'all.
In the bed.
In the bed. Where do I start? You're not gonna have me crying every morning. Like, this is just not gonna work. Okay. But
Purging.
no, I definitely, I've never done anything like this ever before. So it's definitely a first. And I definitely do feel like you guys are very much bringing out the vulnerability of everyone in the call, which is a good thing because most people aren't. And mental health is very, very real. You know, a lot of us sit here, we work day by day to really kind of like not see that we might be suffering from something as far as mental. I know a lot of my mental illness that I might have, because I'm very hard on myself, always work through it. Like I always try to act like I'm okay for everybody. You know how you'll sit up here and you call your good girlfriend or somebody to check on everybody to make sure everybody okay, but you the one that's really dealing with the load. So I guess talking to myself and current self and forgiving a lot of the childhood traumas that I've had, even adult traumas that I've had, it was good as far as like the breathing exercises. Just let it go. I carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I, for the past 2 days, with talking to you yesterday and then talking to you this morning and everybody else, kind of like gave me a little bit of grace. Like I felt a little bit lighter, getting in. I don't feel as tired coming in off a 16-hour shift and then got to be right back in a couple of hours. And I'm probably only going to get maybe 2.5 hours of sleep. I'm ready for the next thing versus me just feeling like I'm just down. I really took a little bit of time out when I got home to pretty much meditate before the call, and kind of like decompress before the call. But I really do feel like you tap into a psychological person within all of us that we don't talk to ourselves on the average. So that's a powerful thing to be able to do that over the phone, and we don't know really nobody on here, you know what I mean? And haven't even just only had conversations but not even be able to physically hand touch a person in the flesh, which is a powerful thing. So I'm pretty, I'm hoping to see everybody as far as all of the admins. But I know when we do, that's a powerful thing. So
Let me ask you a question. Plus, I'm sending you a lot of love, Charlie, and I thank you for the breakdown as well, because this is a powerful space. But the space is not powerful without everybody coming together, and definitely without you participating. So I thank you for that, and thank you for sharing with us. And yes, I might have you crying every day because that's just part of this plan. But the thing is, where's everybody located? Because we do have what we call mobile meetups, and we meet up in person, and we go out and we enjoy ourselves. But it's really to go from the Zoom to the room, so that way we can have that feeling of camaraderie, of knowing each other, because it does take it to another level. Like before all of us met in person, right? We were just online and we building just like this. And then when we met in person, it just brings that true family aspect. When we hug, it's like, oh, we miss each other for so long. This is the first time we met, right? So right. I understand that this is something that is real because it's all about the frequency. But the reality of it is it's about the speed, right? How further along could we be without the childhood trauma? How further along can we be without the trauma of the past? How further along can we be without the procrastination? How further along can we be in life without the negative self-talk? So we have to speed up our progress. So part of doing those meditations is to get us to clear out some of that junk that we're dealing with so we can speed up our progress. So when we come in class today, I want everybody to raise your hand first and ask questions, right? So when I introduced our workout yesterday, it was only like 2-3 people who raised their hand. And to me, what do you pay to get into the challenge for? You pay so you can transform your life, but you're not going to do it sitting on a sideline. Like, I'm making that clear for everybody. Trust me, I know I used to sit on the sideline, be in the back playing, and it didn't get me further anywhere until I started playing in the game. Because the truth of the matter is, it's like we're all in this arena of the game. But then there are the players, there are the people on the stands, and then like the people with the concessions and people around. Who would you rather be? Like, which life would you really have? Would you rather be the person that's a random life inside the stadium, just sitting on the bleachers in the back, way in the back? Or would you rather be somebody, because somebody that might be on the stands that be sitting in the front row might be great. But wouldn't it be great to be the player? Wouldn't it be great to have the life that you truly love, a life that you get to design, a life that's yours, that you get to feel confident and be the star of your movie in? Then mindset is the GPS to that success. The only thing that you have to have is have to have a growth mindset. Am I willing to grow? Am I willing to learn? Am I willing to get through what I'm going through? Am I going to stop making excuses and make solutions? Am I going to create the best experiences around me? And the part of that is like the practice, because I know some of us, we're so positive with each other, but what about when we get to the family and friends? Now we created this story within family and friends that the way that we talk to them, the way that we listen to them, the way we relate to them, it's a story already made up. So we argue with each other quick, right? It's fast, it's yell at each other, or you might feel attacked by somebody, what they say, or we might use absolutism words like, oh, you always do X, Y, and Z. Oh, you always, or you never, right? And just relax and just understand that even if you have a family member, even if you have a person that you just met, you're always going to get to know somebody all over again. It just is what it is. But the thing that you have to do is hold the mirror to yourself and say, you got to get to know you. Are you putting yourself in situations where you're learning more, you're growing more, you're earning more? Or are you putting yourself in situations where you're becoming less of a version of the person that you want to be? Who's in your environment? Audit your circle. Your circumstances are predicated based upon a circle that you're standing in. So when we talk about you getting to the next level, you need these people in this room. These are your new friends, it's your new family. It just is what it is. You signed up for a program, and these other people that's like-minded like you, y'all all doing the same things. Why not connect with each other? You want to go back to being on the block? Like that's not something that we want. So that's why I say everybody connect with each other. Build family. Like you inside the Telegram, yeah. Like the difference between a stranger and a friend is the fact that you got time to know the friend. That's it. Because the friend was once a stranger too. So what's really the difference here? The fact that you know somebody. How do you even know the person? Even if you was married with somebody for 20 years, you still don't know the person. So let's just get to the reality of what life is, so that way we can receive the reward. The reality of life is that we're making it up as we go in here. And in order for it to come out here, we must be the reflection of it. That's the reality of this life. You wanted a child, you thought about it here, you did the action, you got a child. Is that clear? If that's clear, put clear in the chat. I know that has to be the clearest example. Come on. That's the clearest one. So if you want the bag, okay, cool. Think about which bag you're going to get up here. And then now do the action right here. Okay, who do I need to tap into? I need to be with somebody who already knows what they're doing, somebody who already done it. This is what Anthony is doing, right? This is what Workout is doing. He already knows this. He already done this. I visited him in Philadelphia at his shop when he was talking, when he had the landlord shop, right? I visited him there, right? He's done this already. I came into his room and he had his whiteboard up and he had everything going down. And like, he's done it already. So now just follow his direction and you do it. Now you're going to do it in a slightly different way because it's you and your story. But once you do it, you have the power now to do the same exact thing he's doing, and you can run a challenge or you can monetize your information and now get paid off your information. This is where you start to separate yourself from the 9 to 5 to going into the world of entrepreneurship or just beautiful experiences. Okay? Beautiful experiences. Everybody drop beautiful experiences in the chat. The way you're going to get beautiful experiences is if you realize you don't have time for the foolery. Be your most authentic, loving self right here, right now. Even if you get caught up in some type of back and forth. Like, so me and Sunshine, we'll go back and forth. But right in the moment of that, we love each other in that moment. We understand that, okay, cool. Yeah, it's this argument right then and there, but we go, all right, cool. We love each other because we want to create beautiful experiences. So if you create that in your mind and you have that going forward, nobody can stop you. If that's clear, put clear in the chat, y'all. All right, so that is our time for today. I'm going to allow Sunshine to come back up and share and just kind of close us out. But I really love the participation. Thank you, Charlie, for allowing me to push you a little bit and just get you up here out your comfort zone. Because either way, you're going to grow. And the fact that you're growing faster than, you probably thought, that's an amazing thing. Shout out to Mr. Chicago, 100%, Julian, Michael, everybody who came up and everybody who shared. Dominique, I still want you to share. Shout out to Paris. Paris, I know you had some breakthroughs. I wanted you to put the breakthrough in the chat. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the recording. I do have a couple extra minutes. If Dominique wants to come up and build. If Paris wants to come up and build. But if not, we'll close it out. But I do want everybody to unmute right now. Make some noise, clap it up, snap it up for this exercise, this call, and then Sunshine come up and speak.
Yes, let's go.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Let's go,
Gratitude,
family.
gratitude, man. Gratitude. That was powerful.
Gratitude. I like to share if I can. I'm sitting here working right now, and I'm just appreciative of being on this call. My major breakthrough is just starting this challenge. And
you can bring it in.
Hello.
Yeah, perfect. Cause I was like,
Unmute, Paris.
All right, I'm here. How y'all doing?
We good, King.
Yeah, my major breakthrough is just being here, part of this challenge and taking everything serious. This is my first day being fully connected. I wasn't fully aware of everything yesterday. Like right now, I'm still trying to access the Telegram, but as you can see, I'm currently doing some construction. I ain't trying to keep doing this though, like because I have to. I want to be able to do it because it's part of my business if I feel like it. But I'm more into like investing and just like hiring people to do stuff. I don't want to get dirty. So I appreciate y'all. Huh? What happened? I'm sorry.
100%. So John just dropped the link to the Telegram. So go in there to get access to it now, Paris. Do it right now so we can move with speed.
Okay. Also, I put in the chat. I have office space at 3675 Market. It's open to any and everybody who want to come down and build. A lot of different events that go on. I'm hosting one later for entrepreneurs. So pull up.
Which city?
Philadelphia.
Hey, so he's in Philly. Who else is in Philly?
Yeah.
It's a lot of them in Philly, actually.
Yo, look, let's do a Philly mogul meetup. When I come back up top, we're gonna do a Philly mogul meetup.
Okay. Thanks, y'all. It's been great information, great motivation. I appreciate it. Thank you.
100%. 100%. All right. Anybody else? Dominique got a camera on. Dominique got a camera on, baby. She said, yo, I'm here. Everybody send some love to Paris. Thank you, Paris. Are we bringing Dominique up? Dominique, you coming up?
Okay, Mindset Mogul. I'm here. Okay, the camera's off, but trust and believe I'm here. I have transformation happening. That's my word language for today. I have it happening now. What resonated mostly with me is that during the vision when you were speaking, it reminded me of when I used to visualize when I was younger and things would happen. And as I got, as time went by with experience and certain, struggles and challenges, I stopped visioning more. So I think that prevented a lot of things from happening for me, in my own mind. And then, as you say, the universe, like attracting things in my universe or our universe. And another thing is, you mentioned holding on to your old self. So yeah, my older self, I kept holding on to, this is what, things used to be or things I had. And that I really feel strongly has prevented me from moving forward with who I am right now and who I'm working on constantly, just being a better version of myself. So I want to thank you for what you do, your time, your energy, and everyone in the room. You know, we're on this journey together, and I'm very grateful for it.
I absolutely love that. Dominique, thank you so much for sharing and being transparent about how you felt. I love the takeaway and the breakthrough that you got. And it allowed me to see something. And just a real quick, like, imagine like you were in that white space and then your higher self was walking, but then your current version of yourself was just holding it by the waist, no matter what. And all of your current versions back to back in a line, just holding yourself from reaching your higher self. How would that really make you feel? And in reality, that's most of us. Most of us been holding on to who we've been. So we don't want our higher selves to come out. So we just been holding on to our higher selves like, nah, don't let it go. But let it go. You're not the trauma of your past. You're not the hurt. You're not the abuse. You're not any of that. You're the person that overcame it. You're the person that showed up and showed out. The ancestors chosen you for a reason. You're the person that led the world to freedom, right? And it's just your world. And your world could be an X amount of people, but it's something that you have to understand, that you are the center of attention in your life. You are. And if you don't give yourself that attention, what happens is your attention goes elsewhere, and then you don't get the life that you truly want. That's the reality for most of us. We give our attention to everybody else except for us. You have to give yourself the attention that you deserve and that you need so that you nurture yourself and grow through whatever it is that you're going through. So thank you for that, Dominique, and I appreciate you 100%. Everybody send some love to Dominique in the chat. All right, so as much as we want to stay on and just keep locking in, you got to go and you got to go put that work in. Charlie, probably get some sleep. Maybe if you can get those 2.5 hours, just go to sleep with a smile on your face. Like, when I wake up, I'm brand new. I'm charged up. I'm super, right? So everybody connect with each other, get each other's Instagrams, build. Like when we get back on tomorrow, like build with each other, send out your Instagrams and build. Like actually get to know each other, because to be honest, I don't know. Every time we do the challenges, like we're going to offer you something towards the end, but we want you to be able to understand the value in this program and why this challenge is going to help take your life to the next level. Why? Because if you want to go ahead and get properties, if you want to get access to hundreds of thousands of dollars faster than you can save the money or your job can pay you, then guess what? You're in the right space. We're going to show you how to get access to properties with no money down strategies. If that sounds good, everybody come off of mute and say that sound good. If that sounds great, everybody
That
come
sound
and make some
good.
noise.
That sounds
It does
amazing.
sound like my language.
Let's
That
go.
sound
Let's
like the
go.
move. That sound like the move.
Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Peace, love, and beautiful energy. Living your possibilities today. What's the homework for today, Sunshine?
The homework for today is to make sure that you go onto your Facebook, social media handle, whichever one you want, and make sure that you definitely go and speak. This class was powerful, but we want you to go on your social media handle, especially Facebook, and make sure you discuss what this class actually meant for you today. How was this call for you today? Talk about in depth how this was for you today. Y'all spoke about a lot today in here, but go over there and let the family know how this was for you today, because this was powerful.
Right. Do we have another Cash App opportunity?
Did you guys get the ones from yesterday too, when everybody did the IG posting?
Yeah, everybody's always going to get paid out, and it's going to come from Danielle. So look out. The thing is, if you didn't win, we don't say anything to you. Like if you didn't win, we don't say anything. We only say something to somebody who won. We'll go into their DMs and say, "What's your Cash App?" They'll give us the Cash App, and then we'll send it to them. We don't make an announcement. We don't do anything like that. We just give that person a Cash App. So just understand that this is the Cash App opportunity. You want to go ahead, Sunshine, and over it?
Oh, sure. We doing another one? I didn't know we was doing another one.
No,
Right,
that was just the homework, right? So we doing another one every day. Like every day somebody get an opportunity to get a Cash App.
can I get in on that?
You've been in on it. Like, come on. Like, how many Cash Apps you got? Yo, come on.
All right, family, listen. Y'all know what to do. Put y'all phones, put y'all computers on the gallery view. Go ahead and take a quick picture right now of the gallery view of everybody and go onto your social media handle on IG. Put it in your stories, tag the Mindset Mogul. Go ahead and drop that link real quick for us King Magic, please go into Facebook, tag our Mindset Mogul real quick, talk about what this call meant to you today. And the first person that actually gets this done will receive that notification that you are the winner for that Cash App, family. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Peace, love, and beautiful energy.
Pose for the picture, King.
Oh, don't take a picture of me, because I'm sick and tired of y'all get posting me, and I go on Google and I see a bunch of weird photos of me. No, stop posting me. Y'all get the gallery view of everybody else. Stop getting me, y'all. Stop screenshotting me, yo. Screenshot everybody else. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and beautiful energy. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have an amazing day, family.
Don't forget, class tonight. Make sure y'all there at 7 p.m. on time for the VIPs. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.